Hello, America. Jose here at Wire Ninjas, New Jersey's finest AV installation team. And today we're down the shore in New Jersey, Little Egg Harbor. Currently, the home is pre-wired a bit, and we already have a TV panel installed over the mantle. However, there's a bunch of stuff we have to rectify. The TV panel needs addressing in the sense that it's not level, it's not mounted correctly. Some of the wiring got lost in the wall by the TV installer. The homeowner just moved in. He got someone to come and put in the panel. Not a professional job by any means. So we're going to rectify that, but also the in-wall wiring that's in place, it's not in the right placement, let's say. The circuits aren't in the right place. We want better placement of the circuits so that we can have better sound, and I'll show you what that means once we get in there. I guess the previous homeowner, he had little bookshelf speakers. He wanted them in the cabinet, but the new homeowner, he has tower speakers. So we're going to relocate all the circuits, and we're going to make some magic happen in there. Let's go check it out. All right, buddies, so now we're inside the home, and let's go take a look. Let's take a gander at what the install is going to look like. The team's already hard at work here. What's up, guys? You need me? Yeah. All right, cool. Just give me a moment. Let's get a look at the current situation, the current status. So currently we have a TV panel. It's mounted. It's off-center. It's not level, so we're going to rectify that. We're going to remount the thing. I know there's a little bit of mess of wiring here. So whoever did this wiring at the TV panel, not a professional job. This HDMI looks like straight garbage, to be honest. We're going to have to put a new cable in there. This looks like one of those Amazon specials. But yeah, this wiring's not going to fly. Same thing with this. We can't have cables hanging. We have to make this thing look professional. Now, previous homeowner had these little bookshelf speakers wired in here at the cabinet. However, the new homeowner has some nice real, Klipsch reference series towers. So we want to get this stuff done right, and so we're going to rewire all the circuits, left, right, and center channel. All new circuits are going to come in. Center channel is going to go on a stand. And let's look at the equipment closet. So as you can see, there's definitely problems in here. That's the current wiring situation. So I'm going to rip out this whole cabinet and rewire everything completely as soon as the circuits are in place. We're also going to have to do an IR kit so we can retain use of the remote controls while the equipment is housed in the cabinet. I guess the guys are speccing out the rear speakers and where their placement's going to go. As you can see, that's the previous setup. But given the height of the seating, you see where we need to relocate those wires a little bit. So this is our working space. Nice big living room, vaulted ceilings. And we're going to give it some tender love and care, some attention that she needs. So we'll get into the install and we'll give you an update. All right, guys, so we're about halfway through the install. I would say actually about 80% here. So let's check it out. Let's see where we land. So TV panel has got the bracket in place. That thing's mounted to the back of the panel. And it looks like Steve's putting the finishing touches on the wall plate itself. You secured those 2 bolts? Yep. All right, so next step would be flip these up. This mount is so nice, so clean. You got to flip that. Nice, concealing the bracket itself. You got to snap them into place. So this mount that we used, very special mount. It's a Sanus VXF730-B2. It's a very expensive mount, but it's very well suited for particular applications. If you have a very heavy TV that you want full motion on, and you want smooth, nice, fluid motion out of, you have to use a good quality mount. So that's where Sanus comes into play. They do make a lot of different mounts. I particularly, if I had a heavy TV that I wanted full motion out of, this is the only mount I would use for my panel. So, TV's going up. As you can see, our woofer's installed back here. We have your Klipsch, a little bit old, still good, still reference series, still kicking. These are our surrounds. Now, we had to compromise here. Not every room's perfect. Not every theater's perfect. However, you give the client what they want. And the client actually wanted this massive painting hung here. Because it's so big, there's nowhere else to hang it. So we actually took the liberty of hanging it for him as well. So we got that where he wanted it. And he compromised. He said, I want the speakers here. So we went ahead and installed the speakers there for him. A little bit of drywall work has to happen here. We'll go ahead and patch those holes. A little spackle there, no big deal. So those are your surrounds. It looks like the fronts are wired in, so We have our gang wall plate. We have wiring for the front left, right, and center channel in place. We're waiting for a speaker stand for the center channel. So once that comes, you know, the wiring's right here at the mantle. Once that comes in, we can wire in we can install our center channel stand, and that'll be the final piece to this thing. If you want to take a look at the towers, like I said, a little bit old, but these are the Klipsch RF15 in black. A lot of you guys are more familiar with the 8000s, the newer set of the reference series towers from Klipsch. The homeowner happens to love these. He would never give them up. And he expressed to us that he's so excited to go back to real audio as opposed to just the TV speakers. Now let's take a look inside the cabinet. You saw what it looked like before. We did a lot of wire management. There's a lot of wiring here that had to stay. So we pulled new HDMIs, pro-grade HDMIs. So we figured we'd leave the old HDMI just in case as a backup. Same thing goes with the old audio cable run. So we could rip these out entirely, but they could be of use to us later. So we're gonna stuff that in the wall, put it back, make it look clean like nothing ever happened there. And you know, retain the functionality, the use of these circuits if we ever need them down the line. Now this is a simple one. We have a power plant, we have a Pioneer, we have a Blu-ray player, and a cable box. Very simple setup, but it's gonna look and sound great with the right touch. So I think that about covers the install. We'll give you guys a final once the TV goes up. We'll scope it out. We'll see what it looks like in the finished product. Right. All right. Cable TV. All right, guys. The install is completed here. So as you can see, we're testing the inputs, the audio, the video. We have our tower speakers installed. We have our center channel in. She's waiting for the stand. So Roku is HDMI 1. Cable sat, HDMI 2 is the cable box. Let's take a look at our... Jeff, help me on the other side there. Like this TV is just too big for me to... Just pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. Let's get a look at this motion on the mount. Now tilt, tilt with me, tilt. With just one hand, and Jeff, we can get a tilt going. This thing's so smooth. This is the wire management. As you can see, the previous installer went a little bit crazy back here. I actually really like this mount because it hides the cables within the channels itself. That's really premium. That's our IR kit installed. That way we can retain use of the remote controls while the equipment's in the cabinet. Let's push this back in. Somebody help. All right, yep. It's all the way, Jeff. Come on. All the way. Yep. There we go. Now we gotta clip this side a bit. Jeez. There we go. All right, buddies, that's a wrap here in Little Egg Harbor Township in New Jersey. We're down the shore showing you guys a little theater we put together, 5.1 Klipsch, a little bit older speakers, but hey, still making good sound. Newer Samsung panel went up over the mantle. We rectified the situation there. We cleaned up the cabinet, and theater came out real nice. It looks good, it sounds good, and the homeowner's happy, and hey, that's all that matters. So we'll see you on the next one.